Hey, Sam. I guess Jeremy doesn't even need to introduce you at this point. So here we go. Thanks for a couple of minutes with us. We're waiting for Greg Barnes to lead us off, but we are waiting. Who wants to go? There we go. Greg, go ahead.
Hey, Sam. The defense appeared to have its best game on Saturday night against Notre Dame. What do you attribute that to?
Say it one more time. Sorry.
Sorry, I think my microphone's messed up with it. The offense appeared to have its best game of the season on Saturday night in South Bend. What do you attribute that to?
Yeah, I think we had a really good plan going in. We had a really good feel for what they're trying to do defensively. And I think the big thing for us is we got everybody involved. We have the wideouts involved, something we haven't really done a good job of this year. And I think, we had a couple tight ends involved, Bryson and Kamari involved. Garrett was doing a good job in there. And we had Justin Olsen and Antoine Green out there making plays. Obviously, Josh making plays, DJ and Ty making plays, me running a little bit. And I think when we have every aspect of our offense kind of involved in the game plan, it's really hard to stop us. So we just need to make sure we're doing a really good job of keeping everybody involved throughout the game and making it harder on the defense.
So is that a byproduct of the game plan, or is that you with decision making?
Yeah, it's a little bit of both, and a little bit of what the defense is trying to take away. They did a good job trying to bracket Josh, and do some different things, try to rob some routes on Josh, and it kind of gave some space for other guys to get open. So we just got to do a good job of just taking what the defense gives us. A lot of teams are starting to try to take away Josh, respectfully. So we just got to make sure, whatever the play is and whatever the defense is trying to take away, we find someone else to get the ball to.
Thanks.
CL Brown, go ahead.
Hey, Sam, in what ways have you seen Bryson Nesbitt develop over the course of the season, and just how excited are you about his potential going forward?
Yeah, I'm super excited about Bryson. He's a guy we've been trying to get out there on the field, and he's gotten to a point now where he's confident, he knows his job, and he's playing really good football. So we're going to continue to use him. He's a guy that works super hard, and he's always watching film. He's always running extra routes, always doing anything he can to get better, always asking how to get better. And really, just since he's got here, I've never seen him not working. Every single day, he's doing something to get better. And he truly cares about football. He wants to be good at it. And he's doing a really good job from a development standpoint. He's kind of turned into a key player for us moving forward.
And have you? I know you're not playing against Hartman one-on-one, obviously, but whenever you're in a game against another quarterback that's kind of having a good year, having some success, do you at all take that as something personal to go out and show your best or anything like that?
Yeah, no, I love Sam. He's a good friend of mine. We work out together sometimes, and he's an awesome player. I'm so happy for him and the season he's having. So he's been super fun to watch, and I'm pulling for him every single week except for this one. But no, it is a cool thing. Just kind of go out there from a competitive standpoint. He wants to beat me, I want to beat him. So it's gonna be a lot of fun out there on Saturday.
Thanks.
All right, Ross Martin, go ahead.
Hey, Sam. Recent news, 2 more players in the transfer portal today, and 2 guys over the last 2 weeks, Emory Simmons and Joffrey Brown, who came in with you, I believe. What are your thoughts on just players leaving like this kind of midseason? And if you wouldn't speak to those 2 guys, so I imagine you have a pretty close relationship with who are now on the team.
Yeah, I think everyone's going to have their opinion on guys kind of leaving midseason. But what I would say is you never really know what someone's going through. All I can do, I have a lot of respect for those guys, and a lot of those guys are some of our bestest friends on the team, and I just trust that they're just doing what God's trying to tell them to do. And I know there's a lot of prayer behind it, there's a lot of conversation behind it, and they're all team players, they all love the team, but they just feel like that's what's best for them, and as a friend of them, I just got to respect their decision. And to me, the relationships and stuff on this team is bigger than football. And I'm gonna support these guys and anything they do in their life. So, if that's what they feel is best for them, if that's what they feel God wants them in their life right now, then all I can do is just respect them and support them.
Okay, let's go over to Andrew Jones.
Hey, Sam, going back to Bryson for a minute, he came in late. He came in the summertime, and he said for him it was just a matter of, it took him a while to learn the playbook. Can you recall a period where you thought, okay, Bryson's really starting to get it, and he's about to get on the field, where you saw the light kind of go on for him?
Yeah, I think that definitely was the one thing we were kind of waiting on with Bryson. You know, as soon as we got in the fall camp, we saw some flashes, but he just lacked consistency. And at times, I think he lacked some physicality. We didn't know if he was ready to kind of block in the box and do the certain things that we asked the tight ends to do. So, you know, for a little bit, we thought maybe we'll just use him in passing situations just because he's how much of a threat he is. And then he really started to develop in the running game as well. And I think once he made that transition, he started being more physical. He started having a better idea of the run game. And that's really when we started feeling comfortable playing him. But it's just a credit to him and how hard he works. I think probably towards the end of camp and probably a couple of weeks into the season, he started to look really, really comfortable. And, you know, we all kind of got together and said, we got to find a way to get this guy on the field. You know, he's phenomenal talent. I'm super glad we have him here, and we need to do a good job of using him moving forward.
How much has the guys getting healthy up front been a factor in the improvement in the conventional running game, the stuff to the running backs between the tackles? And also, how much of it is what Joshua told us a little while ago? It was just a concerted effort on their part. They kind of got together and said, we've got to be better. And since then, they have been better.
Yeah, it's a very prideful group. And, you know, that's how you want those guys to be. You want them to take pride in everything that they do. And Coach Searles does a really good job with those guys. And, you know, I think they got a lot of heat early on for some stuff. And really it all wasn't on them. But, you know, like I said, they take a lot of pride in what they do. So they just wanted to come out and just try to make a statement every single week. And not prove anybody wrong, but prove themselves right. You know, they love to compete. So they just kind of have, probably after the first few weeks or so of the season, they kind of just flipped the switch and had a different mentality. They started truly attacking every single day, whether that's from a preparation standpoint or on the practice field. So I think once they kind of made that switch, they've played a lot of really good football.
Cool. Thank you.
All right, Adam Smith, go ahead.
Hey, Sam. Just wondering if you could maybe take us through your relationship with Sam Hartman some more. I mean, obviously from the same area. I don't know if you guys knew each other very well when you were in high school. I don't know if you talked or not, but just how that's developed. And I know you've said before you've exchanged some good-natured texts and stuff like that. Just wonder if you could tell us more about that.
Yeah, honestly, me and Sam, I mean, I've known Sam for a really long time, probably since, you know, 8th grade or so, but I really wasn't really friends with him in high school or middle school, anything like that. You know, I saw him around at times, but I probably really didn't start talking to him until college, honestly. And, you know, he's just been super fun to watch. You know, he had some adversity early on in his career. He started as a true freshman and then had to sit his second year, which is something that's hard to do. And then he just kind of has a chip on his shoulder. You know, I love the way he works. You know, we've worked out together at times. And, you know, he just works so hard and he deserves everything he's getting this year. He's doing a phenomenal job. So it's super fun to see someone that, you know, you're friends with and someone that you work out with at times have success. So, you know, we exchange texts with each other every now and then when we see each other do something on film, just because we're watching the same opponents. We have a lot of same games. So you get to watch each other, and it's super fun to kind of send a text here and there when someone makes a cool play. But no, he's a great player, and I'm super fun to go out there and compete against him this weekend.
And Wake has had, you know, a couple Friday night games, I think. You know, they've been playing at different times when you guys probably have been relaxing and stuff. Like, have you tried to, you know, catch any of their games just on TV just to watch and see how he's doing?
Yeah, every chance I get, I try to watch. Really, as many guys I know, I have a lot of friends playing, you know, in college football, and it's just super fun to watch those guys. Like, you know, last Saturday I was watching Kavaris Crouch. You know, a Charlotte kid, went to Tennessee, transferred to Michigan State, and he's out there starting, running the Michigan State defense, doing a heck of a job for them. And it's just super fun to watch guys you kind of grow up with and are friends with, you keep up with. It's super fun to watch them go out there and have success on Saturday. So really, every chance I get to watch one of my friends play, I always try to tune in.
Thank you, man.
All right, Sam, that's all we have for you. Thank you.
Appreciate it, guys.